Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Stop what you're doing. This is your warning. This video is not for everyone. It is only for my mature audience members. Not everyone will understand today's lesson unless we'll be able to implement it right away. It takes a level of emotional maturity many Wild Rift players do not have. If you can learn what I talk about in this video, you will increase your win rate and ability to pull off the most disgusting wins. Today, we're diving into a brutal game where I go 0-3 against a Vayne in lane, popping off. He's 5-0, we're down 5,000 gold. Sounds like a loss, right? Not for us. Stick around and learn how to stage an epic comeback, boost your win rates. Let's be real. Sometimes the laning phase is an absolute disaster, and in this game, Vayne is bullying me, which doesn't make any sense. I'm 0-3, my team's calling me a troll, we're down 5,000 gold, and the surrender votes are just popping up all over the place. If you don't know me, welcome. My name is Bill. I'm a solo queue ADC specialist. I'm a challenger, rank 2 misfortune, and I hit rank 600 in normal ranked playing exclusively solo queue ADC, so I'm expertly qualified to talk about this gameplay today. This game is going to break down very quickly for me. I have a Maokai that's posturing in lane, just taking shots from the enemy. I'm trying to play back much further than him. He wants to engage on them and push them towards me so that way I can hit him. But what I don't know that he understands is that even if he does push them perfectly and they take a tower shot, at this point we aren't going to win any type of trade or exchange. So I'm still posturing back, and so we have two people that are doing the exact opposite thing. He does engage on them, and I do try to help them out there, and I make a terrible mistake. I know you've never done this, never made any type of mistake, even though you were following up with your team. I wouldn't blame him for that. I could have just backed off and let him die, but I wanted to move in and try to help him. Okay, I'm going to speed this part up because it is several minutes of laning that you don't necessarily need to see to understand the concept behind this video. But what happens is I start playing way back very safely. Maokai still wants to engage and do things, make moves and make plays, but I already realize I'm behind. If I do anything too crazy, I can get rooted by Senna, I can get hit by Vayne's third ability, and I'm going to get stunned, and it's just going to be a problem if I keep letting them snowball. So what happens is Maokai actually ends up getting a little bit frustrated with me and starts rotating the other parts of the map and leaving me alone in lane. As a late game ADC carry, I can understand how somebody might think, oh, you need to support me, you need to be with me, you need to help me in lane. And well, those thoughts did go through my head, and I think the right play is to support me in lane. I understand why he did it, I get it, I don't need to be mad at him, and I also don't need to drastically affect my play, start playing him in the chat, or start doing ridiculous pings, and just getting all crazy. Okay, here's the moment where I think most people are going to give up for sure if they haven't already going 0-2 against a Vayne. Because you're thinking, oh, he's going to start hard carrying soon, you can't come back once a Vayne gets ahead of you, and now I'm in lane, I have a tower up, and Vayne kills me 1v1. Absolutely devastating for my morale and my team's morale, and I think at this point the Maokai is just totally checked out and thinks I gotta do something else if I'm gonna have any chance of winning this game. And to be honest, I don't blame him. When I see somebody go 0-3-0 in lane and die 1v1 against somebody in lane while their tower's up and they just die under tower, I pretty much think that's over and that person is not going to help us win the game anymore. So I totally get it. But that doesn't mean that's exactly how I have to play when I'm that player, and I know that I'm able to make comebacks. This is where everything's going to turn here in this match. Pay attention to what I'm doing when I'm on the ropes, when I'm down, and I'm going to talk about what I'm thinking and how I'm going to start playing here now that I'm behind and what I should be doing. You can watch in real time what's happening. My tower is down, so I'm going to group with my team. There's a team fight. I have a beautiful team fight champion. I get in there and I get a double kill. So I'm not entirely back in the game, but I at least have a couple kills. I'm starting to make some headway as far as gold. Might have been close to catching up to the Vayne, but we're already making moves and we realize what we have to do. If we're going to have any chance of winning this game, we're going to have to support our team and support our carry. So while I want to be the carry, right now I have the least amount of gold in the entire game. I'm down a couple thousand gold from Vayne, and I'm going to have to start using my team and just making very smart, very calculated plays. So I need to make sure that I don't die, I play safely, and I farm as much as I can, but I do not steal from my carries. Right now my jungle is the one that's carrying our team. They got the entire team on their back, and I should not be stealing his jungle camps unless he's entirely across the map and not around me. I shouldn't just be farming his camps because I lost lane. That is one quick way that you're going to make your jungle mad, make them give up on you, and start flaming you in the chat. You do not want to do that at this point. Okay, you might need to rewatch those last couple of minutes to see exactly what happened in the game, where I go from 0-3-0 to 4-3-4, and I go from the bottom of the entire ladder in gold up to, I think, third in gold and the entire map. What happened there? So I'm playing safe, playing back as the ADC, and you should be. I'm grouping with my team now that the laning phase is over. All of our tier 1 towers are gone, so that means the laning phase is over. Farming as I can, but then when the enemy team makes a mistake, I'm stepping up. I'm not just in my lane by myself farming. I'm farming quickly, so I go to my lane, farm, and then I'm coming back to group with my team, waiting for the enemy to engage on us and make a mistake. So I am around my team, I'm trying to hover around my team and farm. You have to balance those two aspects of it. I see people get down in gold, and then you see them on the opposite side of the map. There will be an objective up, there will be a dragon up or Baron, the enemy's on Baron, and they're on the other side of the map farming lanes because they're behind. They think that's what they need to do. No, you need to do both. That's the thing that's going to change and make a difference from you and other people. You have to farm quickly, so farm, rotate with your team, be at the fights, and that's how you get kills, team fights. Because right now, you're not going to 1v anybody. Even if you get into 2v2, you're so far behind that it's not going to make a difference. So what you need to do is farm quickly, and then rotate and move, be with your teams, be at those team fights, so that way you can get some kills, get some assists, and get that additional gold. And especially if you're able to get a bounty or two, it'll put you right back in the game. Okay, here's a pop quiz. You're behind in gold as a team. The enemy just wiped your entire team, and then they take Baron. What is the next move, and what should your team be doing, and how should they be thinking about how to handle this Baron? Pause the video for a second and try to answer that. Okay, the answer is defend. You don't need to get into fights, you don't need to get into team fights. If you want to lose a game quickly when the enemy has Baron, get into a big team fight, lose at least 2 or 3 of your team, especially if it's important people that clear waves well, and that's how you lose a match. What you really want to be doing is waiting for the enemy to step up too far. If somebody goes too far in or they end up by themselves, you can grab them, but don't chase too far, because otherwise the enemy team is going to catch up and they're going to kill you. And the last thing you want to do is lose anybody when the enemy is pushing into your base with Baron, because even a support can push down towers when Baron is up. Here's another situation where we still need to be careful. All the lanes are pushing in, well, 2 of the 3 lanes are pushing in on us, and even if the enemy makes a mistake, we need to be careful that we don't lose a fight badly. So right here, a bunch of our team gets knocked out of it. We should be posturing safely, which we are. We're sort of peeling, waiting for them to come back, Volibear to come back, and then we can re-engage as long as we have enough space. So we're okay to take this fight, but it is a little bit dangerous in that if we lose this, we might lose the game because they're so close to our base. But we're fortunate that we're able to pick up one of them off, get a kill, and then we gotta back off, regroup, and then we come back to the fight. The enemy should really be backing off here. We're able to get all of our health back, and so that's a mistake on their part where they're still pushing in and hanging out. I'm able to pick off another kill, and they're still shoving in. Right now, they definitely need to be backing off. They're low health. We're able to regroup, shop quickly, get our health back. But here the Vayne is getting a little overzealous. Volibear is going to be chasing him down, and let's see if we can get him. No, he runs. That's an excellent decision on his part. They need to go back, shop. Senna is trying to push in one more wave, which I can respect that, right? Just keep the pressure on. But Senna should not be coming for this tier 1 tower. We're coming up, we're respawning. So if he doesn't get out of there quickly, he's going to end up dying. Okay, wait until you see the scoreboard. We went from being last in gold, 0-3-0, and now all of a sudden we are the gold leader on our team. We are behind in front of everybody on the enemy team except for the Vayne, and we are able to carry fights. And so what happened here? So how did we go from being so far behind to all of a sudden we're in the game, we're able to carry fights? Now you see us fighting the enemy team. We're able to get a couple of kills there. Boom, double kill. And now this is a thing of beauty. So we're in control. We have the late game carry. And what happened? We kept our heads. We kept our cool. We didn't panic. We didn't quit the game. We didn't forfeit. And we also just stuck with the game plan, which is always going to be farm well, group with our team. Farm well, group with our team. So here's another thing. This is a great example, actually, of good team play. So 3 of us go take Baron. The enemy actually makes probably the right play and goes for Elder to do the trade. But unfortunately, 2 of our team are able to go over. We're able to get the Elder, and then we get a couple of kills on them. And now, so we have Baron, we have Elder. We are totally in control of this game. And so what's going to be the next play? We just clean this up. At this point, we have Elder, we have Baron. Not all of them are alive. And so I'm going to take their blue buff. I wasn't 100% that we'd be able to end right here, but I probably should have been a little bit more confident, and I really needed to shop. I was down in gold. And so I went back, shopped, and then I want to group with my team. So we're going to group with the team. Another pet peeve of mine is when split pushers have Baron and they don't do their thing split pushing. Right now, we are going to have 3 people pushing lanes, so 3 different lanes pushing in. It's a thing of beauty. I don't want to be by myself because I'm the ADC and I'm vulnerable, so I'm going to try to find my teammates or a group of my teammates, but split pushers. You need to push all the lanes. That way you get multiple lanes pushing in. Just because you got Baron doesn't mean it's time to play ARAM. 4 of them are dead right now, and we got 3 lanes knocking on the door. There's literally no way that Lee Sin can defend this, so this is a game over. If you keep your cool, the way I did in this game, when you get behind and wait and make the right calculated plays, you will win more games and your win rate will increase. GG. Check out that. Gold leader to finish the game.